So in the all possible moves, current moves table, which is in the LTB long table, this calculates the current possible moves. Not only that we calculate what is considered a legal move, but it's also important to describe about what this destination means, and also what this piece means. So events 1, for example, has the basic description, whether it's checking the king, capture, promotion, whether it's a pawn promotion, and passant capture, regular castling. So it's able to determine that, and it's calculated in that same column. For events 2 and events 3, I have to make a separate calculation in the CT3 sheet. So events 2 is basically describing the pieces, the 32 pieces. So we get the list of the current, which one is still active, and then events 2 is how it relates to the King-Aggressor blacker situation. So its importance is, for example, we needed to, when king is in check, then we need to know which piece is responsible for checking the king, or which piece is blocking the pathway. So we know if, for example, that's the only piece that's blocking the pathway and that is an ally of the king, then that piece cannot move, for example. So that's the importance of that. And then the events 3 is how the open spaces, because that's not something we were able to deal with in events 2, because events 2 is about the pieces itself. So events 3 is the open spaces, the free spaces, and how that relates to that King-Aggressor blocker situation. So the way I labeled it is whether this space is right next to the checker, right next to the king. So this, if it's right next to those two, then there is a danger for capture. And it's the one that is in between, which is just not right next to any of those, could be the safer option. And it also is able to tell you if it's right after a blocker or closer to the so if in a situation where the pathway is the attacker to the king. So attacker means not yet checking, but because there's someone that piece that blocks the pathway. So whether it's close to the attacker or right after a blocker. So, and these are important to know. This could also be used to calculate or to determine maybe scoring, because I do have I'm also creating the avatars, the defense, what is considered a defense, attack, and also when king is in check, and these are the only actions that we can do. So we can also use this combination of information to add score or to add score or point to each of the strategies. So these are, I think so far events 2 and 3 are just very basic. I mean, the game is about checking the king, that's why we have that in focus. It's also possible to add more if there's any other situation that you think is important to visualize, then you can add more events 4 or 5, whatever. But so far these two, I think, just are very important, very basic, same as event 1. Event 1, 2, 3 so far are just the very minimum that we needed to make our chess engine more robust. So we need to at least make these detections because it is needed. For example, when king is in check, we do need to know these options We need to know if we're able to block it before or not. These are situations that are needed to also determine whether the game is in checkmate.